disrespectful IRL streamer, now facing 36 years in Korean prison. Originally, it was 30 or 31. Bro got just 5 more years. He's actually collecting them like Pokemon by Atozy. Let's just get into it. It's just really weird and like odd that he just keeps collecting these things. Anyways. Let's just go what the dude has done. Let's just go what the dude has done again. Let's just hear.
This disrespectful IRL streamer continues to prove to the world that he is in fact the dumbest streamer to ever walk on Earth. Because at this point, I just feel like a broken record as this dude just continues to make an absolute fool out of himself by now threatening the judge and his mother.
The judge, the prosecutor, y'all can suck my chest. Yeah. Suck my on soft. Causing anxiety by carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my. I'll bring a fish to your mother's house.
He is now facing 36 years.
Wasn't bro originally like, nah, it's not even worth it anymore? And now he's like, also, I think the only one who's sucking dick here is probably Johnny, because he lives with Hank, and Hank is bisexual. I think that's the only one here that's sucking dick, and maybe Hank.
In South Korean prison, and his genius idea is to threaten the dude who has his freedom in his hands and the judge's mother, because why not? While we're at it, right? Like I said this on Twitter, but at this point Johnny is essentially pen testing the South Korean judicial system because he is doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing when you're facing serious prison time every step of the way. So I mean, whatever they end up giving him will send a clear message to the world if South Korea welcomes streamers to harass their citizens for content or not. So basically, as some of you guys have noticed, I've been traveling for the last 10 days, which is why there's been way fewer uploads, but we're back to way more uploads now. But anyway, a lot has happened since I made my last video on Johnny in a hotel lobby. Obviously, he went to court again, and if you thought things were bad for him the time I went to the trial, it's so much worse this time, as he's now facing additional charges and there will now be multiple witnesses testifying against him in the next trial. But you may be asking, how did he show up? Did he go through and do the whole black pointy robe thing like he was claiming he was going to do? Well, not really. He rocked the usual MAGA hat. I guess that is just his Hail Mary in hopes our current administration will somehow pass him one of those get out of jail free cards from Monopoly. But unfortunately for Johnny, nobody is rallying to free this dude. Like, as
why would anybody want to free this dude? You've essentially ruined your life by constantly continuing to make it worse every single time when you have the chance to get yourself out of this situation. You gotta be absolutely fucking moronic. You at this point, it's like he's really just like testing the waters. How far can I go? At this point, it just is. Man's got the 30-year-old battle pass. South Korean battle pass. Bro subscribed for 30 years.
Everyone except for the 20 people who watch his streams in support of him believe he's made his own bed. But speaking of the robe, from what I can tell before the trial, one of their neighbors saw Hank and Johnny using it to film some video on top of the roof of Hank's apartment building in Seoul. And naturally, they posted this video right after the trial was over.
I have a truth that I am the modern day Letitia Harley, and I am being assassinated by modern day rooftop Koreans. I have a dream that I may not be sentenced to 10 years of hard labor in South Korea for the simple crime of spilling a cup of noodles. Seriously, that is my main charge.
No, it's not.
Is this the reverse 3 times K? What? What the fuck was that? What did I look at? What? Huh? Bro joined the reverse K. That is crazy. What was that? What? 33 years of free housing. At least he doesn't have to pay taxes. What the fuck did we just look at? Huh? What the actual fuck? Is bro some kind of Sith Lord? Huh?
It's the deepfake charges that are in the main charges. Legal Mindset actually made a chart with all the current charges. So you see the one in the...
Okay. So here for the chart. Oh, not 10 years. Okay, let's make it 30 years. He's... Yeah, I'm aware. It's so weird. He's just rage baiting. Okay. Obstruction of business. Count 1. Max of 5 years. Disrupting. 7-Eleven. Ramen. And threats. Guilty. Minor Crimes Act count 1. Fine. Or 30 days. Rotting fish harassment. Guilty. Minor Crimes Act count 2. 30 days. Disturbing bus metro system. Guilty. Obstruction of business count 2. Max 5 years. Loud music on bus. Also guilty. Deepfake count 1. Max 10.5 years. Korean streamers kiss. Not guilty. Deepfake count 2. 10.5 years. Bong bong. Not guilty. Another obstruction of business count 3. Maximum 3 years. Lotta World. Guilty. So this is the full thing what we have here. This is the entire thing. This is the entire thing. BBK. Bubble Bass Clan. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Middle there for the loud music on the bus, well, that was just added, and he pled guilty for that one as well. So in total, he's already pleaded guilty to 5 of these charges, and then you have the 2 serious ones, which are the deepfake charges, which hold a maximum of 10.5 years in Korean prison each. And he pled not guilty, meaning he has to go fight those 2 in court, even though he live streamed himself doing what he's being accused of. Then to make things worse for him, and because of those pleas, the next court date, apparently witnesses will be testifying against him. I mean, just imagine throwing away your life to be that unfunny. Dude's no civil rights martyr. He's a guy who made a living off of harassing strangers in public and live streaming their reactions against their will for profit. And because he goes way over the line for some basic attention online, he's now facing a maximum prison sentence of 36 years in South Korean prison.
36 years is crazy. We're never seeing bro again, I think. The guy's as old as me, right? Let's assume that he would get the full 36 years. We're seeing bro at 60. I'll be 60 when I see the dude next time. What is Bong Bong? That was a streamer as well. If I remember correctly. Where he created a deepfake of her.
And clearly, this is getting to both of them, both him and his friend Hank. Because now that Johnny has decided to actually...
I mean, of course it goes to Hank. He's his lover. So that makes sense. They're a couple. I like shipping. I like shipping these two. They deserve each other.
Fight these charges, that means he's Hank's problem for even longer. Or well, this is until Hank does the logical thing of just kicking him out from his apartment because, let's be real here, Johnny, he's made his own bed. But Dr. Ulrich Node, who was with us in the first court hearing, he actually went again and shared the notes with us of the court transcription so everyone can actually know exactly what happened in the second court hearing. So, 10 a.m., the judge enters the courtroom and everyone stands. Before this, a court officer instructed everyone to turn off their phones. The audience includes individuals from various backgrounds such as Australian, Pakistani, Korean, Korean American, Jewish, South African, and African American. There are about 10 people present. 10:10 a.m., the case begins. Johnny Somali is scheduled for 10:40 a.m., but when the time comes, he is not in the courtroom. Earlier, his and Hank's voices were heard in the corridor, but they are not present now. So, I mean, the dude is late for his second court case. He was really late for the first one. Apparently, he was late for this one as well. 10:44 a.m., Johnny's still not.
In addition, for the first one, he was drunk. We have to add that. For the first one, he was drunk. There's a lot of soap dropping. Very true, Scuffy. Very true, Scruffy. Oh, yep. Also, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good.
Present, but a public defender enters the room. It's unclear if the defender is assigned to Johnny's case or if there's some confusion. 10:51 a.m. Johnny, also known as Khalid, is called. The court officer knows that Johnny was upstairs, but went downstairs again, and they're waiting for him to return. A minute later, Johnny enters the courtroom, this time without a smile, and sits in the proper seat. The court begins reviewing the charges he previously admitted to. 10:54 a.m. While the judge is checking the files, Johnny winks at me. Meanwhile, Hank, Johnny's accomplice, turns around and tries to intimidate the audience by making a scary face or serious face, which is not effective. 10:56 a.m. The judge asked Johnny if there was any change to his work or address, because remember last time he lied about not knowing his address, and then he also lied about being a student. instead of a full-time streamer, which he was at the time.
Bro is actively self-sabotaging at this point. He wants to go to jail. Maybe he wants to go to jail. Maybe it's like a social experiment. I went to jail for 36 years in South Korea and then makes a video 36 years later. Maybe it's a social experiment at this point. Like, bro is just rage baiting at this point. He doesn't even care if he goes. Or maybe he actually is that delusional to believe that they would let him go.
And then, essentially, by
South Korea, I dare you. Do not let this man go. Do not let this man run free.
saying there was no change, he effectively lied yet again. But apparently, the judge reminds Johnny that he has the right to remain silent, but it appears the judge doubts Johnny's ability to do so. Johnny says there is no change. Following this, the prosecutor reviews the previous charges, including the incident on October 12th, where Johnny caused a disturbance on bus number 471 by playing a loud ape sound and music, forcing the bus to stop. He repeated
I didn't know that. By playing a loud ape sound? What? That's ironic. That's ironic. Man, just bring back public humiliation for these type of people, of guys. You know, like the things where they were like put in with like the hands through in the head and people were able to throw fruits at them. That kind of thing.
similar behavior on another bus on the same route, harassing passengers. Additionally, the prosecutor mentions that on October 13th, Johnny created a deepfake video of him kissing another man. The judge asked Johnny if he would like to proceed with a plea.
What? Additionally, the prosecutor mentions that on October 13th, Johnny created a deepfake video of himself kissing another man. What? Huh? I am incredibly confused. Bro is flabbergasted. What? That's new information? Where did that come from? Gay. He's gay! Like, why would you create a deepfake of yourself kissing another man? We're slowly getting closer to the truth. Maybe Hank and Johnny are dating. That's why Hank stays on his side. I forgot the cellmates also went through military service. Yeah, he's cooked. We are getting more Johnny lore. Play Lobotomy Corp now. Yeah, play that game. I don't know what that is, but play it.
On the deepfake charges. Johnny, through his lawyer, pleads not guilty to the deepfake charges. He asks Johnny for confirmation, which he confirms. The judge appears mildly surprised by the plea and asks for proof of innocence. The lawyer states that they currently have no proof and need time to gather it. Oh boy. Unfortunately for him again, he is his own star witness. He live streamed himself doing this. So he's exactly what the prosecutors need to, but exactly not what the defense needs, when he's on the defense at least. But in response, the prosecution requests a witness examination, stating that since Johnny denies the charges, they need to present witnesses. The judge agrees to allow a witness examination, but notes that given the sensitive nature of the charges, the victim will decide if the court will be open or closed. This means that the public and press may be restricted depending on the victim's preference. Then Dr. Ulrich added some personal notes here where it says that Johnny seems to realize that he's actually in trouble here.
Wait, bro said that he's not guilty, but he live streamed. Yeah, bro's fucked. How are you going to, prove your innocence when the material is out there? But then again, I did not know that he did it with a man. That's new information that I did not know I needed.
Hank seems very stressed. After court, the two marched out and are followed by reporters. A reporter asked Johnny if he still thinks that Korea is a vassal state. It's so hard to take that thing seriously due to how ridiculous of a statement that was from him to begin with. It's just baffling to me, like, who is facing decades in prison and then goes out to the public media and says that Korea is a vassal state of the United States? Like, dude, what are you doing? But this time, Johnny apparently was a little...
But then wearing a MAGA hat to think that somehow they're gonna bail him out of jail. Huh. Idiot.
bit wiser and he remains silent. And Hank takes on the role of the pseudo lawyer, saying Johnny has no further comments. And they reach the bottom of the stairs and Hank yells profanities and swears at the people's parents. So I guess they're just taking turns on crashing out. Last time it was Johnny who was just acting out in court. Now I guess it's Hank. But apparently they blunderingly walk into the underground level and are forced to come back up and walk through a crowd of anti-Johnny attendees. And then Ulrich apparently spoke Korean and told Johnny that he is terribly short, but Johnny didn't understand that, so he muttered profanities in return apparently. But again, thank you Dr. Ulrich for the transcription of what actually happened inside of the courtroom, but Johnny just continues to lie in court for no real reason. Everyone is already aware of how he's making his money in Korea. So why he would do this and just continue to lie, it's beyond me. But again, I would also ask the same question to basically 90% of the things he does.
But how does he make his money in Korea? Like, is he prostituting himself? What's going on?
None of it makes sense. He's already admitted that what he's doing is not worth it. So I don't know why he continues to double down and double down and double down when he's already admitted, hey, this isn't worth it anymore. I'm not getting paid for this anymore. Okay. Why are you still doing stuff to make your penalty harsher and to add time to your current 36 years of potential South Korean prison time? It's just baffling how stupid this is. I mean, especially pleading not guilty to something he live streamed himself doing. That's a bold move, especially when it's just going to delay the inevitable sentencing and potentially give him a worse penalty if they do find him guilty for this. So the next trial date, it's set for August. So if you want me to go there, drop a like on this video.
Damn, that's so long though. That's so long. The moment this guy goes to jail, I'll be an unk. I'm already an unk. I'll be a grandpa. Goodness. And let me guess. In August, he has his next trial. And then he'll have another one. And another one. Because, like, maybe that's his strategy. Keep committing crimes so they don't put him away. Because they have to have to have trials over and over again. Maybe that. The man is a man that thinks all the time.
But there's a little bit more to talk about today, because the YouTuber 15 Minutes of Shame, he's been posting a handful of videos over the last couple of days with clips from that stream that they did right after the trial day. And if I was going to sum up the mood here, I would say that Johnny is still in this like in-between phase of denial and disbelief, and Hank is visibly hating his life with Johnny still living in a small apartment. Well, the first clip naturally isn't even about the trial, because Johnny is still he's just so interested in others talking about him and how the reaction is to him. He's more interested in that than his own freedom and trial. So apparently he's just worried about how Asmongold is reacting to his content.
Honestly, it's easy content for him. The nigga sits there, he lets cockroaches crawl all over him, he drinks more soda pop than water.
The Roach King mentioned. Well, there he is again. Asmongold. Get a vasectomy. That Hank has tits. Get a vasectomy.
Why am I calling it soda pop? But then he sits there, reacts to a Atozy video, and just says, "Oh, Johnny's cooked. Johnny's this. Oh my God, he's a da da da." But I'm not gonna lie, the narrative is changing. When a lot of these react to my videos now, like especially the Twitch streamers, because since they changed the rule on Twitch that like you can watch banned Twitch stream, I'm a banned Twitch streamer technically. They changed the rule that you can watch banned Twitch streamers content. A lot of these are laughing at the situation now.
Dude, people are laughing at how you will so willingly destroy your life for attention.
I love how Asmongold is currently just everywhere. My man is just everywhere. The Roach King as one of his roach army. I can agree. He's just crazy.
With basically zero upside other than attention. I mean, Johnny is trapped in South Korea for a long time. He's not making good money anymore, and he's forced to mooch off his friend, Hank, to get by. And clearly, all of this is really getting to Hank.
Hey, y'all got 3 more months of Johnny Somali freedom. Like, there is a lot, like, they're gonna clip it. I already know these channels, and they're the that keep me relevant, bro. I can stream once a month and I'm still relevant. My name is getting millions of views on YouTube, and I don't even have to do nothing. The last time I streamed was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you don't get anything out of it. Like, others get millions of views. You don't see those things. They don't transition to your viewers. They don't transition to your chatters. You don't get shit from this. Nothing. Hank is just done. I mean, look at the man's face. I don't know if you can see it, but look at the man's face. He's just done. Look at him. He's just done.
That's crazy power. That's crazy power.
Well, yeah, you're in the middle of an international criminal case. You're facing 36 years of prison time simply because you're a moron addicted to attention on the internet. When we first started covering him in Korea, he was basically only facing like a slap on the wrist. Because the first time he was detained, etc., that was about walking around with the rotting fish on the bus and shoving it in people's faces. As we saw from the chart earlier, that was a fine and or up to 30 days in jail, worst case scenario, as that charge is essentially the equivalent of a misdemeanor. But I guess with the attention back on him from the commentary channels again, I guess he decides to just continue to act out in the worst way possible to keep videos being made on him. And now he's facing 36 years in prison. Congratulations, you played yourself? Like, that doesn't sound...
So it was a month. This is a month, okay? At worst, a month. Bro said originally, right? He just said, just make it times 300 and 300. Bro went times 432. Essentially. That is crazy. Bro said, double it and give it to the next person every single time. That's crazy. Isn't Asmund on the top 10 on the top 10 content creators now? As far as I'm aware, he's one of the most searched names on Google currently, which is crazy to me.
Sound like power to me. That sounds like a massive skill issue. Why'd you do that to yourself, dude? But he also revealed that allegedly someone from the US Embassy came to his most recent court date.
I don't want to say nothing about the court, but let's just say there was somebody from the government at court today. That's not, you know what I mean? Yes. It's not private information. There was a representative from the US Embassy at the court today. I'm just gonna put that out there. My country looking out for me. I'm a US citizen at the end of the day. And they know this is...
Why would you assume that they're doing anything but monitoring the situation? Because again, he left his American rights at home in America. Unfortunately, he still doesn't seem to realize he's at the mercy of the South Korean judge that he is actively threatening on his streams. But this is what
Bro has no rights. Your rights, hand them over. It's over, bro. Oh, please let him go to jail. Please let him go to jail. At this point, I'm just praying on this man's downfall. It just is. Please let him go to jail.
Hank has to say revolving a lot of the hate that Hank's been getting for supporting Johnny.
I get partially, okay? Partially, I understand why Koreans are upset at Ramsey. Because, yeah, but...
I'm not scared to say my name. My name is Ramsey. I love
What did I do? Why are they targeting me?
They're gonna clip this. Be careful what you say.
I know.
Okay.
Just
go ahead.
Let me please say it, okay? What did I do that was so wrong?
You support the retard? Like, you feed him? You continue to support him? He's ruining your life too? What do you mean, what are you doing? Why, what do you mean, why do I get this hate? Are you like, Keemstar? Why am I still getting hate?
So just because my friend, like, let's say my friend screwed up, then that means I should abandon my friend? Like that's not loyalty. Do you understand what loyalty is?
Dude, your friend...
There is a difference between loyalty and being fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid and not just loyal. It's a different thing if your friend screws up one time. It's a different thing if you were supporting Johnny when he got like the 30 days, right? Or the fine. That's different. But if you continue to support him after he continues to do shit so much that he has to go, possibly has to go 36 years in prison, sorry, but that's on you. I don't have any sympathy for you.
Didn't screw up. He's making an active decision every single day to make his own life and your life as miserable as possible to get a little bit of attention online. He didn't even accidentally offend someone or accidentally commit a crime which puts you and your family in a position to have to pay for his legal representation. These are active decisions on his end as he continues to double down over and over and over again. You do not owe someone loyalty if they're actively destroying your life and damaging your relationship with your family, because friends don't do that. Johnny is definitely not your friend if he's doing all that to you.
I shouldn't. I'm getting also punished by South Korea.
Wouldn't they make a wonderful couple? I'm shipping those two. Look at them. They're so cute together. Like here we have the strong Korean man. Here we have the twink. I'm writing the yaoi fan fictions right themselves at this point.
Because of guilty by association. My mom and my dad.
Don't talk about your family. Don't talk about your family.
Okay.
Don't give these ammo.
But
Don't get emotional on stream.
But anyway,
He doesn't need to give us ammo. You are already giving him us ammo. Enough with what you're doing and what you're saying.
When I get emotional, I troll. Don't be serious. Okay,
what did I do?
Just be careful.
Like,
I'm telling you.
seriously, I didn't insult Korea. I didn't insult comfort women. I actually told Ramsey. I mean, I would have told Ramsey not to do it if he was gonna do it.
I did it before I met you.
He did it without my knowledge.
I mean, the more Hank talks, the more clear it is to me that Johnny is completely taking advantage of him. It seems like that Hank isn't really playing with a full deck of cards, so to speak. And to preface that, that's a complete speculation, as I don't know the guy. But I also feel like that kind of showed in that interview he did back with the LA-based Korean.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. I reacted to this. I was losing my mind. Especially this guy. This guy was just eventually planting his face on the table because of how outrageous it is. Like, when he started pulling out his trauma about getting pegged by a 37-year-old American woman.
Korean podcast a few months ago about him and Johnny being jumped, but also just by like scraping the surface of how Hank was banned from the United States and his previous online political stunts and things, it would seem that he has quite a pattern of antisocial behavior. So I wouldn't be surprised if—
What do you... That's new. Hank was banned from going to the United States. That's also new information. I'm learning new things here. Slowly but surely. I learn new things every single time.
Johnny is one of his only friends, which is
like literally new lore. It's like somebody should make like a really big comprehensive lore video of this entire situation once he goes to jail.
Likely why he's so loyal to him. But at the end of the day, like, people are upset with Hank for going along with all this and directly financially supporting Johnny and enabling this guy's behavior.
I don't want you to get charged and stay here longer. I'm already planning to get you a room for yourself. Like, you're a unit, okay? Yeah. So yeah.
And my understanding here is if he actually goes ahead and sponsors an apartment for Johnny, that's not him paying for it. That's his family paying for that. And it also seems like, or well, he's admitted as well that his family hates Johnny. So why he would do that to his own family, that's questionable as well. Like, if you're talking about loyalty here, why are you not being loyal to your own family? But meanwhile, Johnny is clearly very disappointed because, you know, he was hoping he was going to be able to leave.
Because I got the feeling that Hank hates his own people. That's just me. Nux, yeah. Nux always does this 9 or 10%, 1,000%. I think Hassan might be the first one to get the 2,000%. I could see it.
After this court date.
It sounds like within a month though you could be out of here.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I mean, like, if everything goes well with the thing, then it should just kind of be resolved, and you should be able to. You've got your passport still, so
It's right here.
Yeah, you should be able to just kind of dip that.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'll leave you.
Yeah, I mean, the big takeaway here is don't harass strangers in public for your live stream. That could save you a whole bunch of headaches, clearly, as we know very well here on this channel. If you want me to go to the next trial, please drop a like on this video, and also shout out 15 Minutes of Shame, Legal Mindset, and Dr. Ulrich Node for making this video possible. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe on YouTube. Thanks, you'll enjoy this video, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. And I'll see you guys.
Well, now we know. Bro might be facing 36 years in prison. And he just makes it worse and worse. Every single time. And I think we're gonna hit the 40 soon. I think we're absolutely gonna hit the 40. I could see it.